and this is the Giv Show. We got an action-packed show for you guys tonight. We're going to be going over the Major League playoff picture, looking back on Week 5, going over how our teams did, and we're going to give an update on our NFL prediction window. We're going to have Ian give an insight into the upcoming NBA season, and I might even throw some hockey tidbits at you tonight. I'm going to throw it over to George to get us going on the playoff picture.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our second episode of the Giv Show. Today, I'm gonna start the show by going into the MLB playoffs. I'm gonna start with the updated series of the Yankees advancing. We're gonna get a little more into that. We're gonna go into the Dodgers and Nats, the Nationals who go into Game 5 tomorrow night in LA. And the Braves and Cardinals also go into winner go home situation, Game 5 tomorrow night in Atlanta. And then we got my favorite series just because of the name. It's the Orange Juice series, I call it.
That OJ series!
Because we have the Minute Maid Park and the Tropicana Field is homes to the Rays and the favorite, the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
So, and the Houston Astros and Rays game is actually on right now.
It is in progress as we speak, and Tampa Bay actually holds a 4-0 lead and has chased Justin Verlander out of the fourth inning.
And what inning were we in right
Fourth
now?
inning.
The fourth inning right now?
Justin Verlander has just been pulled.
And that's huge for them because now the Rays can really get it going, try to hopefully get into Game 5.
Send it back to Houston, where I think they're still going to be in trouble.
They might be short, but you know what? Even to get it to a Game 5 against this powerhouse team, it's nothing to just, push away.
Oh, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Exactly.
This especially for a Rays team that was considered to go nowhere going into this season.
And they have a solid squad.
Well, they always do. They always have a bunch of no-name guys that come out of nowhere that play hard.
So it looks like they're proving everyone wrong this year, as usual. So, but I want to get back into that Yankee series. I'm a diehard Yankee fan, so it was awesome to see, the results I saw, which I expected. I'm sure.
Now, let's be honest. They swept the Minnesota Twins. Have they ever not swept the Minnesota Twins in the playoffs?
In the playoffs, the Twins never beat the Yankees in a series. They might have won a game here and there, but the Yankees currently, I don't know, have a 15-game winning streak against them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's honestly, it doesn't surprise me that the Yankees won, but it did surprise me how well their pitching looked. And I want to say before we get into that, I want to say that the Twins beat the Yankees in the great home run chase this year. And they
outslugged them. They had that
and they set a team record. They set a franchise record. The major league record.
Yeah.
They set with 268 home runs.
Beating the Yankees.
Beating the Yankees by a slim margin of 1. The Yankees had 267. But the biggest thing coming into the postseason and even off season with the Yankees surrounded them was their lack of pitching, their lack of starting pitching.
Because you knew the firepower was going to be there. You knew that lineup was deep. You knew they were going to hit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pitching was the question going in.
We know their bullpen was going to show up. That was never the question. The question was their starting pitching.
Yankees have always had arguably the top bullpen.
Exactly.
In the league,
So their starting pitching was up and down. Luis Severino starting to come back. He missed pretty much all year. Domingo Germán,
who carried you guys all year.
Who carried us all year? Who was their? I would say their proclaim.
He was their ace this year. He was their ace.
But he's suspended due to legal actions concerning his.
He pulled himself off the field.
Yeah,
he pulled himself off the field.
That's unfortunate.
So we got to see how that plays out. CC Sabathia was injured for the first series.
It's looking like he's going to make the ALC roster. He wants to.
He's the Yankees' emotional leader.
It's big having him on that bench.
It's huge having him there. So it's going to be nice. Hopefully, Big CC could come back and end his career on a high note with the Yankees.
Do you honestly think he's done?
I think this is his last year, especially if they win the World Series. I think this is his last year, especially in all his injuries too. I think he's done after.
Especially being a man of his size.
Exactly, he's done after this year. There's a lot of miles on his arm.
Oh yeah.
But I want to say, back to the Yankees pitching, the starting pitching. They outscored the Twins 23-7 this series.
That pitching held up. What you need to do to win in the playoffs, you need to be able to pitch.
Exactly.
You got to pitch.
So Tanaka had a good performance in Game 2. Game 3. Severino looked really good yesterday.
Severino is looking like he's in mid-season form.
Exactly, and he's coming at a time where the Yankees need him, where they need somebody
where
to step
they needed
up.
that arm to refill in what they're losing from home.
They're at the time, it's the MLB postseason. It's no joke. It's either step up or get out. And you know what? The Yankees, as they've been doing all year, have been stepping up, next man up mentalities.
Because how many injuries that team go through? It seemed like every week they were losing somebody.
Stanton only played like 7-8 games this year. Judge missed like 3 months. So
Sanchez missed time.
Sanchez
I remember that.
has at least 3 months almost of time total throughout the year. Edwin Encarnacion missed a while. There's a lot, and there's more. The Yankees had a lot of people step up, such as Gio Urshela. No one saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. DJ LeMahieu, Yankees MVP in my opinion. He's probably up there with Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres is
the man's 22 years old, led the Yankees with 38 home runs, hit a home run yesterday. Cameron Maybin coming up, had a good home run yesterday.
Gleyber Torres is probably the up-and-coming second baseman in this league right
now. Yeah, he's probably one of the best younger guys in the MLB right now. But I want to go into the, Dodgers and Nationals series. As I mentioned earlier, that game is going to be in L.A. tomorrow for Game 5.
This series has actually surprised me going the full 5 games. I don't think, I expected Washington to come in, put up a fight, because they're a playoff team. You made it to the playoffs, you're going to put up some fight.
But nobody expected them to get to the playoffs,
no, they
especially
didn't coming
when losing Bryce Harper.
No, that was a big hole they had to fill, and nobody thought that they could, but Juan Soto.
Oh, Juan Soto, man. I'm telling you, between him and the franchise himself, Ryan Zimmerman, those two together, man, they're leading it, along with Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg. They got some dogs there, man.
They're showing that they did not need Bryce Harper.
So, let me ask you guys this question, since we're on this game right now. Is there more pressure on the Dodgers to win, or is the Nationals, because they're playing with house money, so they have no pressure?
I'll let you answer first.
If the Dodgers do not win tomorrow, is their door for a championship shut?
I don't know if it's completely shut, but there's only going to be a little crack of hope in the door.
Especially coming over back-to-back defeats.
You're talking about a Dodger team that has gone back-to-back World Series. Back-to-back, I believe, Game 7 in the World Series.
Yeah.
No, they lost in Game 5. They lost in Game 5. Did they go to Game 7 against Houston?
I want to say so.
I think Houston they went to Game 7, but the Sox they went to Game 5. Yes.
If they lose again, if they get to the World Series and lose again, I just don't think people are going to take them serious.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think if they get to the World Series, I think, okay, they made it again. They're probably, they're good. They're making it. But if they don't even beat the Nationals Game 5 at home in the first round,
that's true.
I don't see how they could come back from that.
I don't think that their window is technically closed. I think that the ownership is going to close it for them. If they lose to the Nationals, don't get back to the World Series, that Dodger team's getting sold.
Because we're talking about a team that has, if not the highest, one of the highest payrolls in all of
You're talking about a team that is probably loaded with more talent than that New York Yankee team. Arguably more loaded than that Yankee team.
It's arguably, and that's saying something, because the Yankees are full of talent. So that just goes to show, the Yankees beat who they needed to. The Dodgers are having issues, and I don't want to take this the wrong way, because the Nationals are showing.
They're showing that they deserve to be there.
That they have heart, they have, So I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised. People's gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised if the Nationals go into LA and pull it out.
I wouldn't be surprised. After what I've seen in this series, I would not be surprised.
They have no pressure. No one expected them to even make it this far.
The pressure is 100% on the Dodgers. It is on the Dodgers.
And I think that's what the Nationals just do whatever they have to do. And
they will be freewheeling. They'll be going into a Game 5 freewheeling.
Now that's the first game of our
Now let's get into the Atlanta Braves in the St. Louis series.
Exactly. I think there's gonna be Game 5 tomorrow night in
who you got?
Atlanta.
I know you picked Atlanta.
I picked Atlanta to win the World Series. After watching how the series has been going, I'm still gonna pick Atlanta. I think they're the younger, they're hungry. I don't want to say they're hungrier, because the Cardinals, they're still a hungry team. But I'm gonna go with the Braves. Just I also think they're more fun to watch. So it'd be nice to show.
I think the Braves are more fun to watch. But honestly, looking at this series, St. Louis should have already been in the NLCS. They should have already finished through. If they actually could have had, going back to how pitching wins in the postseason, Martinez.
Well, pitching also loses. So let me ask, since we're on that subject, with Carlos Martinez, their stud
closer that has been given some hiccups in the postseason.
Exactly. So, what do you think they do if it's like a close game situation? Do you think they go with him, or do you think they go in a different direction?
If it's the tie game going into the 9th, I think you got to go. You got to bring Adam Wainwright out. You got to go with your horse at that point, because it's a do or die situation. This is win or go home. They don't win this game. You're looking at a closer that coughed it up already. He's been lights out all season. He carried you all year. But I'm going to go back to what my team last year did in the playoffs with the Boston Red Sox. When if your bullpen arms aren't getting it done, you got to go with your best pitchers at the best time.
See, I'm the opposite. I think it's a winner. They win or lose with him. I think they bring him in. Okay, go get us the win. You get it, good. If you get the loss, you know what? It's on you. I think they go ride or die with him. I don't care what the situation is. You go with your guy. You don't lose hope in your guy.
I'm not saying you lose hope in him, but you got to get to the next series.
I understand
you
that.
Get to
I
the next
understand
series.
that, but I think that is losing hope if you don't believe in him enough to get the job done.
It's not that I don't believe in him. I have more faith in Adam Wainwright. I got my horse, my ace, my leader of my team. I want him going out there and riding or dying with him. That's just me. And then you're keeping Martinez. Let him get his mind right going into the NLCS to face either the Nationals or the Braves. That's just me, and that's using your best pitchers at the best time and letting Martinez clean it up. Now, if it's a tie game, I'm bringing Martinez in. But if it's a chance to put the Dodgers away, that powerful lineup,
The Braves.
yeah, sorry. Well, if it's a chance to put that Braves team away for the Cardinals to get to go face either the Dodgers or the Nationals, to be able to do that, I got to go with my top dog.
Okay, now I understand where you're coming from. It's gonna be telling in the next couple of days. So we're gonna find out.
Ian, what would you do? Would you go with your top dog, or would you would you go back to Martinez?
I mean, if you in like pressure time, if you facing pressure, then you gotta go with your top person. Your top, that's who you trust to bring you over the edge and win. But I still think that, like I said, the Dodgers, you're coming up on an end a little bit. You done messed up in the World Series the last 2 years. You got to show something. At least try to win. But I don't think it'd be the end of them. I just think people are going to be like, oh, it's just the Dodgers. They're not going to... They'll get there again. They won't win. So they might not take... People might not take the Dodgers seriously. I still think Houston is going to win.
Well, let's face it. Even if the Dodgers lose this, they're still going to spend money in the offseason.
Yeah, of course.
But then Georgia's Yankees are looking good
exactly,
too.
But since you mentioned the Astros, I want to go to the OJ series. Can we get an update on that game? I know we were saying that.
We just looked it up. We're still 4-0 right now. We're still at 4-0.
Still not 4-0. Okay, so we'll get.
We're into the 6th now.
Okay, in the 6th now. Hopefully throughout the show we'll give you more updates regarding that game and see if Tropicana Orange Juice,
Rays took it to Verlander.
If the Tampa Bay Rays could push it into Game 5. So on that note, I want to end it right there. Let's go to we had a good NFL Week 5. Of course, the NFL